So do I take it positive? You don't think it is?
Only on the GDP point. I mean, it's a rounding error, isn't it? We had growth of 0.1% in November. That is a rounding error. I think there is some positivity in the immediate term.
What do you mean? What do you mean, by the way, it's a rounding error? Because lots of the predictions was actually saying they was predicting that the economy was going to contract by about 0.2%. So it didn't.
But it may yet be revised down. You know, these are preliminary figures. They then get checked.
Oh, Ben, come on. Be happy. Be positive.
I am being positive. I said there is some optimism. There is some good news in the immediate term. And the good news is, as you said, inflation's dropped a bit, particularly the cost of gas. In the news, the news reader mentioned the cost of petrol coming down, but actually gas has halved in cost since last month. And of course, that has two benefits. It benefits the consumer, but it also benefits the government because the government had capped the cost of gas. So government finances are under less pressure. Interest rates have dropped, and actually gilts have had a very good month, which means that the Bank of England, funny enough, made a profit on the gilts. Do you remember it had to buy gilts after the mini-budget? It's actually made a profit on the purchase of those gilts.
That feels like a lifetime ago now, though, doesn't it?
It does, but it made a £3 billion profit, so that's not to be sneezed at. So I think in the immediate term, things aren't looking as bad as they were. But I said to Emily Carver, who was sitting in for you last week, that actually the really fundamental issue with our economy is not so much the debt level, which is horrendous, but over time can be managed. Not so much tax rates, which over time could be cut, even though they're at a post-World War II high, or inflation, which over time will come down. The real problem with the economy, as far as I'm concerned, is that it does not pay to work. So when you look at the medium to long term, because your net wages that you get if you're if you're earning the median wage in the UK, or worse, less than the median wage, is actually not a million miles away from what you would get in benefits. So we've lost the need to work. We've become quite a benefits culture, a wealth distribution culture. And, that's really damaging for the medium to long term. We've got to get people back into the workplace. Unemployment is at historic lows, but unemployment figures only measure those who are looking for work. We've actually got 5.6 million people on universal credit, a staggering number of people, depending on the state.
And actually